Good news, everyone! I have a PS4. Hey, folks, welcome to a new Let's Play series, The Mysterious JG. Um, I wanted to show you guys the kind of overview, GUI interface screen for my PS4, but I can't figure out how to get it to stop telling you my real name. And there's probably a way to do that, but I just didn't feel up to it. So yeah, I got myself a PS4. It was something I bought after I took the fourth of four sections of the CPA exam. Not going to dwell on this too long for, people get bored, but people who are already my subscribers, and welcome new subscribers if there's any, but for people who are already my subscribers know I was working on my CPA. I took the fourth of four sections. I'd passed the first three on the first try, and I took the fourth. I bought myself a PS4 as sort of a reward for getting through the whole experience, and that's pretty sweet. The only problem is, it turns out I didn't actually pass that fourth section, so I have to go take it again. Oh, yeah, kind of sucks. So yeah, I have to go retake the fourth section. I've got over a year to pass the fourth section, and I passed the first three in less than 6 months. So I'm fine. It's just that I thought I was done, and it turns out, nope, got to go back, restudy, do all the homework again, probably watch some of the lectures again. Just, ugh. As a result, the the uploads of some of your favorite LP series on my channel might slow a little bit because they started to pick up a bit once the CPA was behind me, or so I thought. But there's like a month-long span after you take each section before you find out whether you pass, because it has to be sent off to be graded. And yeah, so things started to pick up. Now they're going to slow down. So why, do you ask, am I starting a new LP of a fairly lengthy game in the form of Assassin's Creed Black Flag? If you're going to have less time? And the answer is, I didn't feel like playing Tales of Vesperia today. So that's basically your answer. I wasn't in the mood to play Tales of Vesperia. I wanted to play something on my fancy new PS4. Just for information purposes, before we dive into the game of Assassin's Creed 4, I dropped a whole bunch of money to get the PS4 and a bunch of games and the PlayStation Network and all. I had a pretty expensive day at Best Buy. Actually had to call my credit card company and talk to them over the phone because I was trying to charge it all to my credit card, and they're like, "This is kind of over over the limit for what usually flags as a suspicious purchase," because my purchasing habit doesn't usually include spending that much all at one shot. But just so people will know, my PlayStation 4 library currently consists of some games I downloaded for free from PlayStation Network, including Strider. There's a couple of others, I don't remember them all. But the actual disc that comes in a box, like the old style that I'm used to, you buy a game and it comes on a cartridge and it's in a box at the store. Replaced a long time ago by discs, but I still think of it as like the little box you bring home that has a game in it. I have Assassin's Creed, I have Wolfenstein, The New Order, which I intended to be my first LP on the PS4, but I just got an Assassin's Creed mood. I have Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, which some of you will know I already had that on Xbox 360, but I just felt like I wanted to see the difference between how it was on a PS4 and an Xbox. Everyone knows I'm a big Metal Gear fan, and I figured any bonuses you get for when I get the Phantom Pain will only carry over if I play it on Sony. So I'm a sucker. I bought Metal Gear Zeroes twice. And also Dynasty Warriors 8 Complete Edition. So yes, Koei, JG fans who are Koei fans, yes, I did get Dynasty Warriors 8 Complete Edition. No, you won't be seeing any of that on my channel until at least Bobo and I get through Warriors of Orochi. Although after that, you'll almost certainly be seeing it on my channel. But today we're supposed to be playing Assassin's Creed, so for anybody who hasn't already tuned out, let's jump right into Assassin's Creed Black Flag. As you guys can see, I was apparently, they show you right there, I was apparently 1/5 of the way through the story, and I decided, well, you know what, I might as well just, it's like I might as well, LP it, because I'm having fun with it. There's a lot of side stuff you can do. It's kind of a ocean sandbox, like a beach. Yeah, it's a beach game. It's a sandbox by the ocean. So I didn't think I was 21% of the way through. I was almost a quarter of the way through the game. I was a fifth of the way through the game. I didn't think I was that far through. So apparently the game's not as long as I thought it was. I had a couple of fairly long play sessions to get that far, though. So we're at Cape Bonavista. At least we're not at Cape Alta Vista, named after the defunct surf merchant. So here's our Bonnie, mysterious JG player character. Ooh, hey, it's some kind of badass assassin. Press L to move and R to rotate the camera, okay. You, random stranger! Don't worry, I can... Oh no, I can't ninja jump and crawl around yet. I haven't gained, like, my parkour powers yet. You'll have to steer this back. Bosh. Fire your cannons, hold L2, move R to aim, press R2 to shoot. Shoot the hull for maximum damage. Yeah, that's pretty much how naval combat worked, as I recall. Back in my PC days, playing Ancient Art of War at Sea from Broderbund, you would always want to shoot the hull to do the most damage. If you shoot the sails, you can slow the enemy ship down, but if you want to sink it, you got to shoot the hull. Stands to reason. So I got to sink enemy ships. I should be a lot better at this than I was before, because now I've actually been playing this. No, I don't want to use fire barrels. I'm trying to... Where the hell is my... Oh, there it is. The real problem is it's often extremely difficult to see where your little targeting thing is. Apparently I've got like uber powerful cannons. It's way easy, actually. Well, no one's in range. Oh, I actually have the helm. It's telling me how to, it's telling me how to shoot, but in fact, I hit it right in the sails. That wasn't a particularly good shot, but... Oh, you see, they're already in... These ships are already in trouble, which is why they're going down so easy. This one I actually didn't sink all at once. This is like the boss of the opening, teaching you how this works in sequence. Which is weird because actually this is going to be a really long, like there's this pre-credit sequence kind of where they show us how this works, the intro sequence, but after this, we don't actually get to pilot our own ship for a while. Douse it with your own body! Oh! Some kind of ultimate badass guy. But before we could get killed by him, the ship exploded. And the future refused to change.
Is it dangerous? Edward?
Hmm?
Privateering, is it dangerous?
You could probably do it.
So nice.
You're a redhead. Could you change your name to
Why not
Catalina?
sail with the King's Navy, earn a proper wage, sail under gentlemen?
Sod the Navy's gentlemen.
I'd rather sail under ladies.
For every shilling I'd earn, the captain gets 600. That's no way to earn a fortune.
We don't need a fortune.
Fame and fortune, fame.
It's not about need, Caroline.
In the city.
I want food that don't make me sick.
Well, don't eat a Taco
I want
Bell.
walls that hold back the wind. I want a decent life.
How long would you be gone with these privateers?
She's thinking about letting him become a pirate.
A year, I reckon. 2 at the most.
Yarr. Maybe a Yarr, maybe 2 Yarrs.
All right. No more than 2. Promise me.
Depends on how long it takes me to collect all the Animus fragments. All the other random collect crap in this game. This game has a lot of Can you collect all 100 hidden packages? Well, there's like 8 different types of hidden packages. And now I'm almost dead. I gotta reach the shore. I can use L to swim. I can use rapid fire. Swim. Well, not rapid fire. Press and hold the. Yeah, see? I'm ahead of you, game. That's what happens when you play the game for 20% of the way through before you decide to LP it. I know all your secrets, Assassin's Creed 4. Oh, that was fun. I guess I'll never see that redhead again. He's got some sweet tats. He's like Randy Orton. He's got all these arm tats, skulls and shit. So he can do melodramatic pirate douche poses. Hey, buddy.
Was it good for you as well?
Did the earth move for you?
I must get to Havana.
Well, I'll just build us another ship, will I?
I can pay you. Isn't that the sound you pirates like best? 100 escudos.
Pay you to teleport you to us to Havana?
Keep talking.
Will you or won't you?
100 escudos. If escudos is the regular
You don't have
currency
that
in this
gold on
game,
you
isn't
now,
really
do you?
that much. Yeah, seriously, that was kind of a dick move.
Bloody fucking pirates!
He was about to murder us.
I'm on to you, Sneaksby!
Sneaksby? Okay, so this might be a good point to take a wee break. Oh, Cape Buena Vista. I think that's where we end up eventually. Yeah, maybe not. Alright, so I didn't want to dwell on it too much before I got started with, like, introducing the whole PS... Like, oh, I have a PS4 now thing. Anytime I start a new LP series, particularly if it's, like, a fairly recent game, I'm always in the back of my mind, like, ooh, I might have all these new subscribers, and, like, probably not. This game's been out long enough now, and it's been LP'd by enough people that I don't think there's, like, the world is beating a path on my door to watch Mysterious JG's take on this game. That being said, I wanted to keep the intro fairly quick, and I had a lot to cover with getting the new PS4, and for my long-term subscribers, getting them up to date with where I was on the whole CPA, and warning them that, yeah, you might not be seeing a new Tales of Vesperia video every day for a little while. But I do want to give you a quick recap of my history with Assassin's Creed. Before this, and as you saw, I'm about 20% of the way through the game before I was like, screw it, I'll LP it. I had only played the original Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed, I had a day kind of similar to the PS4 day. I went out and I bought like the new Xbox 360. Well, no, actually, I didn't buy myself the Xbox 360. That was a Christmas gift that year. But I went out like right after Christmas was over and bought a couple of games for it because I got the Xbox 360. It was like the Halo Special Edition. So I got a Halo 3 Special Edition. So I got Halo 3, and, you know, all the love and respect in the world to my dad, who's the one who actually got me this. I'm not really a big Halo fan in particular. So I played it through. I beat it. It was fun. But I also wanted to get some other games. And I got, like, Warriors Orochi, which was kind of an odd choice because that game was also available on PS2. So I got a PS2 game that had been jumped up to Xbox 360, so slightly improved graphics, but really not a whole new game. Or anything, like not a really great showcase for this next-gen system. I got a WWE game, which was pretty good, and did things graphically that a PS2 wouldn't have been able to do, because I was moving from PS2 to Xbox 360. But the only really next-gen game that was like a launch title for the next-gen systems, or the Generation 7 systems, whatever the hell PS3 and Xbox 360 were considered when they were both brand new. The only game I got that wasn't available on any previous system that was like totally like this is using the new game engine to its fullest was the original Assassin's Creed. The original Assassin's Creed was a very pretty game. And I was really addicted to it when I first got it and played it all the time. But it was also a game with a lot of serious flaws, which became evident as you were so addicted to it because of the sweet graphics and stuff that you just played it all the time and you got to find out just how silly some aspects of it were. Assassin's Creed consists mostly of a guy dressed in a hood, running around, climbing up the sides of buildings like a monkey, and having like super ridiculous fighting powers. But because the complexity of all the stuff he's supposed to be able to do, and the fact that you have to be able to control it with a video game controller, means he's kind of hopping around, and like a lot of the time the game almost seems to be playing itself. You get a certain amount of that in this game too. So, and I guess I'll come back to Assassin's Creed occasionally as we go, but for right now, what you need to know is this game is mostly about, and I keep forgetting what the actual real world thing where people run around and jump on top of stuff and jump on the side of things and climb things, and it's so common in video games, and sometimes people do it in the real world. It looks very silly in the real world, but this game has a ton of goofy climbing on stuff. And it also has assassins, who are guys in robes fighting against Templar, who are not guys in robes. And there's like a secret war going on the rest of the world doesn't know about. All that stuff apparently continues in Assassin's Creed 4. I didn't play 2 or 3. I didn't play any of the games that popped up that were not called 2 or 3, but were like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood or whatever, the like part of the main series, but they didn't get the full-on, this is the second game, Like Grand Theft Auto Vice City was not Grand Theft Auto 4. Why wasn't it Grand Theft Auto 4 and it came out after Grand Theft Auto 3? I don't know. I really need to get back to the game, though. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of Assassin's Creed games I haven't played.
Mate. We're off to a bad start.
But I think they all pretty much are independent in terms of the story. There's overarching things that are the same. So anyway, I have to find this guy. One thing that's been part of the game since the first series is viewpoints. The world is made up of, in original Assassin's Creed, it was basically cities.
It's 100 leagues or more to Havana.
Individual
cities.
cities.
Will you walk that distance?
But as you can see, there's this like sort of eagle falcon symbol up there 70 meters away. If I can climb up to that, I will be entitled to look around, and it will fill in the details on my map. And so I'm apparently in the Ewok village here. I also think that's kind of funny. I just like randomly found the Ewok village. I'm just shifting the camera around with the right button, changing my direction with the my movement direction to the left button, and holding the R trigger, and that is automatically causing all this monkey man capering about. I am not using like incredible controller expertise here to do all these complex maneuvers. This is just his default moving around that he does. Ninja skipping from rope climbing, all that nonsense. Yeah, he just does that. I don't need to like... It's not like, oh man, if JG mistimes a single button press in his complex inputs, it's like, nah, it's pretty much just how the game works. You just like flip around like a weirdo. You do have to be able to find footholds, though. Typically, he will not walk off the edge of great height without you explicitly telling him to. But I'm up here and I can synchronize. Why is it called synchronize? Well, that kind of makes sense when we get into the B story that's going on, which I don't want to get into before we have to. But the whole game is not about this pirate. There's also, we're going to be hopping back and forth to another kind of thing. And held R2 and press X while moving forward to jump. And anytime you get to a great height like this, generally, it gives you a soft place to land, so you can just jump right down. So this small pile of leaves, you land on that.
Posh git. Where's he running to?
Where you gonna run to now? Where you gonna go? You see, I jumped from there. Landed here. I'm okay. I'd have died if I'd landed here. But if there's a soft landing space, the character will automatically aim for it. And these little tiny pile of leaves totally means you don't die. I am sure I'm not the first Assassin's Creed player to make fun of this. Still. Alright, so another aspect of this game is it loves it some you have to find stuff. There's jaguars. I don't have any weapons yet, so I can't actually hunt for jaguars. There's an animus fragment. I don't know what happens when you collect all the animus fragments, but they're like little collectible pieces. See, it's up there in the tree. Can I get to it? Animus fragments are always put someplace that's a pain in the butt to get to, because it's supposed to be a challenge to reach them, and because they're marked on your map, so it's not so much a challenge of finding them. They're marked on your map once you've hit the viewpoint. There. We got an animus fragment. There was a... I could have sworn I saw a dead-skinned animal marked on my map. Dead skinnable animal. Guess we might as well get that. There's all sorts of goodies here. I believe on my first time playing through this area I didn't get any of this stuff. So you're seeing a lot of exciting bonus content here of me skinning an animal. Got a wild pig hide with no work on my part except skinning it. You can see its carcass there. Lovely. There's treasure chests over here. I guess I figured there might be a time limit. There isn't. It usually warns you if there's a time limit. So in fact, I can go around looting treasure chests. Because there's all sorts of treasure chests here on this random cove. Now, it's not automatic. This doesn't automatically make no sense. Maybe there's a reason that there's a treasure chest here. Might turn out that this is somebody's base that we washed up on, but I don't think that's the case. I think this place is supposed to be wholly abandoned. Do I really feel like going all the way down there to... I guess I could. It's not really gonna hurt anything, is it? Don't see anything soft to land on, though. But yeah, I'm just taking my time here. Hustled through this the first time I went through, and now I'm like, I'm just gonna chillax. Stranded on an island. That's no reason for me not to hop around like a monkey, looking for treasure. I can whistle, but only when I'm in foliage. It's an important thing to understand and remember, folks. There seems to be a treasure chest, but it wasn't there, so it must be at a different height in the same location. I think I can survive that, yeah. Yeah, there's a treasure chest for you. See, I don't know when I'm gonna get back to this place, so I might as well grab all the treasures and loots now. The plot of this game is fun once it gets rolling, but at this point I'm just some dude, had a redheaded girlfriend, doesn't want me to be a pirate. She decided it was okay as long as I only did it for one Yarr! Doesn't want me being a pirate for multiple Yarrs, so... There's a bottle. Not a bottle of rum, though. Too bad. Just drank all your rum. He's looking for treasure. He's a pirate, folks. You're dead. The observatory hour. For several days I stayed with my captain, Balham, asking him all manner of questions, and he asking the same of me. All the while I wondered what fate he intended for me. At last, on the 7th day, I revealed what lay heavy on my heart. What do you want of me, sir, that you keep me prisoner so? After this, Balam laughed and answered,
You are no prisoner, sage. You may take or leave at any point. Only tell us where you wish to be dropped, and if it be in our power, we shall transport you thence.
The answer surprised and angered me. Why then didst thou sprint me away to such a diabolical method? Kidnapped, no less.
And he said in answer, "Your master hosted a Templar, and may now be one himself. Such men are not to be trusted with a prize so valuable as you. Steer clear of them, for they seek the knowledge that hides in your mind, your dreams, your memories, and the location of a place once dear to me, the observatory."
This word rang in my ears, for I had heard it before, another mentioned from a time long ago. "And what do you desire of me, sir?" I asked him. "Would you steal the secrets buried within me too?" Braham smiled.
"I would not shun them, but to share them is a point for you to decide. Your secrets are your own, and yours alone to lend."
Neat. So there you go, there's that. Oh, Animus database, huh? People. Oh, I don't think I ever actually noticed this before. Caroline Scott, daughter of Emmert and Elizabeth Scott. Caroline was born in Bristol. A prosperous family of merchants and civil servants. Furthered her own studies in her own way. She reads as often as her familial duties allowed, spending ignorance time between this and helping her mother manage her father's affair. She's got skill and intelligence. First met Edward Carty outside the Old Shillelagh. In the aftermath of a drunken altercation, she had to fetch one of her servants, and there found Edward escorting the woman from the clutches of one of Bristol's more notorious cads. Yarr. And she decided to meet with them, and they fell in love, and they got married, and it's nice. Duncan Walpole. Second cousin to Robert Walpole, Britain's first Prime Minister. Duncan was raised in relative comfort and ease until his 18th birthday, whereupon he joined the British Royal Navy as a midshipman. Wow, why am I reading so much about this guy? His immoderate temper and his impulsiveness through years, his interest in the Navy dwindled to nothing. Chance meeting with a fellow sailor with whom he had come to respect and admire, and it was this sailor who introduced Walpole to the Assassin's Order and all its techniques. You know what? I think we're about to read spoilers about this guy. I think we're about to do something that we're going to read about having already happened. Because you're probably not supposed to be goofing around with the database yet. Okay. So there's more treasure to be had. The hearties are. Yeah, I'm wondering now, does playing this mean that I don't have to go back, as I vaguely said I would at one point do, and play Uncharted Waters New Horizons? Because Bobo did the Explorer one, Zerfall did the Pirate one. There's 2 Explorer ones, I think, 2 Pirate ones, and 2 Merchant ones. I'd have to do the Merchant one. It's like, oh, I'd rather be a pirate. Yeah, I feel a little bad about I didn't actually do this when it was just me playing, but now that I'm LPing and I've got an audience who's probably anxious for me to get moving, I am instead taking the time to find all the loots. But I'll tell you, this will help us when we get into town, which we will eventually get into town. Having some cash on hand will put us in a better position to actually upgrade Edward. There is a lot of stuff to buy in this game. Ow. This game, quite frankly, has, as a former Kingdom of Loathing player, I think of it as meat sinks. Game mechanics who only exist to find things to make you spend in-game money on. It's not like they're trying to suck you dry with DLC, although I've seen a lot of DLC promotion in this game. But, finding ways for you to spend your in-game money to basically make you, like, there are certain activities you can do in this game to earn in-game money. It's like you grind for money, and they do give you plenty of things to spend it on. But at this point, I guess it's time to end the video. I know we didn't get too far. I'm still exploring the first location, but hey, you know, what kind of an LP are you normally going to see that opens with a guy talking about the CPA exam and features an exciting naval battle? It's pretty good stuff, folks. When we come back, we are trapped, and it looks like we're on an island in the Caribbean, or we're on a cape. So maybe we're not as far away from Havana as we thought. So yeah, we're pretty far away from Havana. I don't know exactly how Edward knew how far we are from Havana. I don't know how he knew exactly where he washed up, but it's a living. No, it's yeah, it's us and some assassin, and we're both trapped out here and far away from civilization. Presumably, we can find this guy and talk him down because he tried to shoot us. First, he tried to bribe us, then he tried to shoot us. Now it's like we just need to get this guy and be like, look, dudes, chillax. Let's work together. Let's get off this island. It's cool. I'm Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and hope you'll join me next time. Arr.